Hi, wow, that's close, sorry. Okay, right, good, it stays on. Are we all okay? Sorry, it's not been, just trying to get you lined up. Good morning, guys, hope you're all right. Hi, good morning. I'm just having a little play around because I'm trying my best to get YouTube Live too, so that everybody can see us. How is that? Not quite. I really need to invest in a proper stand. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're okay. Hope you're all right. Sorry, I'm about to start in one moment. Just trying to get everyone set up. Good morning. Hello, lovely. Just trying to get YouTube to work as well, so everyone can join in the fun this morning. Because I've got a nice one for us. However, YouTube's very low, and I haven't got anything to hand to boost them up. See if I can do it with this. Good morning. Hope you're all okay. Hi, Rupa. Nice to see you. Let's see if that works a little bit better. Hi, YouTube. Right, I think we're all good to go. So we've got Instagram, we've got Facebook, and we've got YouTube going on all at the same time. I really think it's about time someone invents something to make them all work at the same time instead of having 3 phones in front of me. But I hope you're all okay. Cheers. Thank you for joining me today. Fatima, you made another live. Fantastic. Cheers to you all. I hope you have a cuppa or something to hand. And I hope you haven't been up all night with the little ones. You're the little one watching this morning. Good morning, Ruthie babes. Yay. First time for a live. Brilliant. Oh, I'm getting lots of first lives today. Good morning. Right, let's have a quick gulp. Oh, you don't have tea. I don't have tea, but do have love hearts. Like it. I like your style. Mine used to be biscuits for breakfast. When Mason was tiny, I've been up all night, I would definitely have biscuits for breakfast. It just makes it. Good morning! Stanley says hi too. Hi, Stanley! I love that I'm getting to do shout outs to the kids as well. I love that. I had a little one yesterday, didn't I? Good morning! Not watch live on YouTube before I normally watch you on Insta. Well, actually, Hannah, this is the first time I've ever gone live on YouTube, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm looking at like 3 cameras, so I hope it works. But thank you very much for joining me, Hannah. Let's see how we get on. Good morning. Just gone back from nursery, put the kettle on. Brilliant. Okay, right. Shall we get started? The sun's just about to come through, so I'm going to stand back a little bit, but hope you're all okay. So this morning, I know Thursdays are normally the over 3s Thursdays. However, this one could be adapted for all ages, because today I'm going to be talking to you about scissor skills, about encouraging our little one to use scissors, and just what to expect at the different ages, because it's really easy to think when you put a pair of scissors in a child's hand that they'll know how to use them, and actually there's quite a lot of steps. So I'm going to just show you a couple of activities you can do, and also how to adapt it depending on the age and the ability of your child. And of course, when I say like ages and milestones, you know as well as I do that children develop at all different stages. They walk, they talk at different stages, just the same as being able to use a pair of scissors. So if I say 2 and above, you know that that's a rough guide, and it's just depending on how the ability of your child. So don't panic if they're not yet there, and if they are there, then that's great. But you know, there's no rush, and it's definitely not about putting any pressure on our little ones. So I'm going to have a quick gulp of tea, because no doubt I'll probably have a lot to say. Good morning, everybody. Okay, right, so with scissors, for young ones, what they say, I have been doing a little bit of research about this, because I wanted to make sure I was telling you the right things, and basically what they say is children being what we call when they are hand dominant. So I am right-handed, I write with my right hand, I do everything with my right hand. So that's hand dominant. The right hand, or Facebook, I don't know if we're going to have you for very long. Ever the professional. Facebook, I'm quickly putting you on charge so I don't lose you. Sorry about this, guys. I've been so busy playing around trying to get YouTube to work. But now nothing's working. Sorry, YouTube. Gosh, I will work out how to do this one day and be much more professional, honestly. So, hand dominant. So I am right-handed. I choose to do most things with my right hand. However, with children, they say that that doesn't necessarily apply until they start school. So your young child, you may see that they do lots with a certain hand, but it's really important to still give them tools to use in both hands. And I don't know if you saw on Toss Spot Tuesday, I was doing the brushes, and I was talking to you about getting your children to scrub with the brush and to use both hands and to do it in 2 different directions. And that's just the same with any other tools. Getting them to use 2 hands at the same time is fantastic. And just the same as I naturally put a pair of scissors in my right hand, encourage your child to use both of them and have a little practice. Because it's all really great skills, and they do say that they're not necessarily... Someone's saying that there's something wrong with the sound. Can you not hear me on Facebook? Can you hear me? Oh dear, I don't think Facebook can hear me this morning. Oh, sorry, I don't think Facebook's working this morning. Sorry, Facebook. So yeah, it's really important to encourage them to use both hands if you can. Okay, so I don't know, Facebook, I don't know why it's not working. You're very quiet, am I? I don't know. I'll have to have a play. Sorry, guys. Okay, so yeah, just that little thing. Until they're starting school, really try and encourage them to use both hands. And that can be really helpful. And just encourages the skills and them being able to use both hands. And as you've heard me talk about before, it's all about the pincer grip. So it's all about using the hand and the first 2 fingers. It's that sort of movement, because it's that movement that they're then going to use later on. Yeah, I think Instagram, I think you're okay. I think it's Facebook, because it's my husband's old phone. So it's obviously rubbish. I didn't realise that the microphone didn't work. Sorry, Facebook. So it's actually that part of the hand that we're using the most, the pincer grip. So whenever you hear me talk about the pincer grip, it's actually that bit, the thumb and the first 2 fingers, because that's what we use to hold a pen, and that's what we use to use scissors. It's those, like the tripod grip or the pincer grip, that's really important. So that's why we do loads of things like Play-Doh and tools and riding a bike and all that sort of stuff. It's to strengthen those muscles for later in life when children need to be able to write with a pen and use tools and things like that. Okay, so that was just the first bit. Then, just talking about, before I go on to the best type of scissors to use, it's just the different, what to expect from your child when you're using scissors. So I've just got a basic pair of scissors here. Doesn't matter what type of pair of scissors you've got. What they say is children under 2, like I said, the milestone is a rough guide. Children under the age of 2 are most likely just to do lots and lots of snipping and doing 1 cut at a time. So you may find that your little one is really happy. I've just got a nice piece of newspaper here. It's so thin that they can just, and you may notice they just like to snip and go around the edge. And you know, once they get the hang of scissors, that no documents are safe in the house, because they will pick them up and they will shred them. And there may be 1 snip and then rip the rest of it. But they just do 1 snip at a time. So that's children under 2. This is a rough guide, but children under 2 will probably do 1 snip at a time. So don't be expecting children at a younger age to be cutting out shapes and things like that. That's just to have. So have lots of things, lots of thin paper, lots of newspaper, lots of just plain paper, anything like that. Any CBeebies magazines, things like that, and just let them shred them and let them just do 1 cut at a time. That is great for their age group. Just got someone come in to say hello. Hello! Crazy bedhead going swimming this morning. Yeah? Say hi. Vix is getting an ice cream, we'll see.
I'm going to sit.
Can you sit here? So when we can do the video. You need to sit really still and watch that wire. So, thank you.
I'm not playing.
Someone's saying stop recording and start again. I'm going to have to leave it because I've got Instagram and YouTube on at the same time, so I don't think it'll stop and let me start again, to be honest. But if not, I can just upload a different video. So, and then children that we're talking, so that was children under the age of 2 are most likely to just do 1 cut at a time and 1 snip. One moment while I'm just talking. And then you'll find that children over the age of 2 and more than likely they're able just to cut forward. So it's not until they're at school, so maybe you're looking at 4, 5, 6-year-olds that are actually able to, you know, if I drew a square on this piece of paper, they wouldn't necessarily be able to cut out a shape until they are 4, 5 or 6-ish. I'm just going to recommend some scissors in a moment. Mason's going to cut that one out for me. So I would expect them to cut out a shape once they start school, that sort of age. But anyone, any children younger than that, we're just looking at activities where they are just cutting forward, those sorts of motions and things. So Mason is just doing some cutting. Can I just show these scissors? You use those ones. So there are a couple of types of scissors you may have seen. These are Crayola. These are just what they're called toddler scissors, and they are sharp enough to cut paper, but they won't cut anything else. They won't cut card, they won't cut skin, they won't cut fingers. Don't know if they cut hair, possibly might cut hair. So just watch hair, watch the dog's tail. These are just Crayola scissors, toddler scissors, and they normally just cut paper. Also works really well with cutting Play-Doh, soft noodles, anything like that works really well too. And then these are my absolute favourites. I'm going to show those in a minute. Can you keep those there? And I'm going to show them in a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, just leave those there for me. You can use that one. With that one. Sorry, someone's wanting to play. So these scissors, I've shared these before, and I'm really keen to share these again. These are called, I don't know if you can see them in all the cameras, these are called Easy Grip scissors. In a moment, I'm just talking about them and then you can play.
You can do both.
I know, but I'd like to show them these because these are special ones. So these scissors are fantastic. You need to wait for me, please.
Mommy, I can do this.
In a moment. You can
I can do this one.
No, you can leave the video for me. Sorry. So unlike these ones, so as you can see with these ones, a child is having to, they can probably put their fingers in, but it's once they open it, and it's the opening and closing that's the tricky bit, and it's actually the opening bit that they find really difficult. So these Easy Grip scissors are much better because they have this loop at the end. You can get these on Amazon, eBay, Easy Grip. These are fantastic because they've got this bit, it bounces. So basically all the children need to do is squeeze, and they can do that with a full grip, or they could just do it with the pincer grip like we were talking about. They can squeeze, and this rounded bit makes them bounce open again for them, which is brilliant. The only thing is, I would watch out with these. These are a sharp blade. These will cut more than paper. These will cut quite a lot of things. These will probably cut skin as well. So they're pretty sharp. They're not sharp at the end, but the actual blades are sharp. So these are fantastic, however, as long as you're nearby and you're supervising, these are fantastic. I highly recommend these for young children, even the children younger than 2, as long as you're watching and you're watching what they're doing with the blades and what they're cutting. These are brilliant because of the ability to be able to bounce open. So like I said, your child may start by just opening and closing them like this in a full grip. And then eventually we're going to be looking at moving them on to just using that tripod grip and just squeezing them with those 2. Now if your little one struggles with that bit, with moving from the whole grasp to the smaller grasp, there's a really handy tip. And it's actually about getting those fingers to stay down. So all you can do is get a little bit of paper or card or something like that, and see if they can hold it under those 2 fingers. Pop it under those 2 fingers, and then they can use the rest of them to do the cutting. So that can be really handy. That's really struggling with holding the scissors, because it is a skill. There's a lot going on, and older children that need help with the scissors too. That's just a really handy tip. Just putting a little something. It might have a little rubber or a little piece of card, just anything for them to hold underneath those 2 fingers just helps with those 2. So these Easy Grip scissors are fantastic because, again, if your little one is still at the snipping stage, so we talked about children being under 2, that are just doing one little cut at a time. These work really well because they bounce open again, and they can cut, and they will shred. So watch out what they get their hands on. And having things like newspaper is really handy. Also, you know the bits and pieces that come through the post? If your little one is into tools, they might not be cutting out the pictures, but it's quite nice if they're cutting something of interest. So like I said, CBeebies magazine, Screwfix magazine, Farm Foods magazine. I've showed you this before. It's nice and thin, and they can just shred and cut. So that's a really good one to use, things like that, for particularly under 2 that are going just doing the snips. Then I've got a little activity prepared here for Mason that is more at his level, because he is at the point where he's cutting forward. So all I've done is I've just got a little tray with little compartments in, and I simply made these pieces of card. The sunlight's coming in. These pieces of cards. I know you guys can't hear me. I'm sorry. I'm having to just plough on, and then I'll come back and fix you. So in fact, I'm gonna finish it, guys, and see if we can get it to work. So can you see? I've just got a piece of card. It's big enough for his hands to hold, and then I've drawn a line, and I've put a sticker at the top, just a Peppa Pig sticker, or if you've got something with cars on, something like that. And it's just a nice and easy, and the idea is that you can see where it starts at the bottom, gone right to the bottom, and you can snip, and just follow the line until he gets to the sticker. And if they've got an interest, do you want to do that one? Oh, I've got someone whining here now. I've got someone here that's tired. Sorry, I'm going to have to do the rest of the video. Start, please. Do the rest of the video with him on my hip. So you can use that. So I've got straight lines. It's really hard to show in the light. So I've got some straight lines with Peppa Pig characters on the top. I've got one that's slightly curved. It's really important not to make them too hard. So with a slight curve going to the side with a car sticker at the top. And then I've got a gentle zigzag. Now, as they get better, more confident with the scissors, you can make a tricky zigzag, but just at the beginning, keep it really simple. And I've just got a motorbike sticker at the top there. So it's sort of, the aim is that you're going for the motorbike at the top. And then they can cut. Do you want to show how you do your cutting? Would you like to show? You sit on there. Right, which one do you want to do?
Bus.
No, the bus. You've got hiccups. Do you want to use those? Okay, if you start at the bottom, you start here. See if you can get all the way to the bus. So it's quite self-explanatory. So, and it's at his level, so he's able to engage in it. And like I said, with the zigzag, try not to do it too hard, otherwise it could be really tricky. You have a whiny boy too. It's great. Sorry that you're all having to see another whiny child. I'm just having one of those mornings today, needing my attention. So those sort of activities, and I've just put it in a little tray with a variety there, and I would just have those.
I've done it!
You've done it! Should we show everybody? We've done it. So can you see? He's done it. It didn't take very long. He's done it, and he's been able to get to the bus at the top. So nice and easy.
I'll show it.
You show it then. And that was a Mason. So Mason is 3.5, and he's using these scissors, which is brilliant. We're just getting to the point where we can use these, but we still rely on these a lot. They're just fantastic and definitely worth investing in. I can't remember off the top of my head how much they were, but they really weren't a lot at all. And then so just make these. This is like a papery card, nice and neon. You can do it with any scraps of paper, and make sure it's big enough for them to hold on to. No shredding it, because that's fine. I'm putting it all up. So can you see that Mason's just cutting forward? So we're not quite yet at the point of, if I drew, like I said, if I drew a square on there, I don't think he'd be able to cut that out yet. I'd expect that maybe later on. Oh, someone sent to me said that they got those on eBay $3.99. Yeah, they're not a lot at all. They're not as cheap as the toddler scissors, which you can get for like £1, if that. But I do think they're definitely worth investing. So now we're shredding, we're getting loads of little bits, which is just what happens. Good job. Good job, well done. Do you want to try a different one? We're going for all the ones with cars on. Funny that, isn't it? Oh, we're going to do a Peppa Pig one.
Where's Peppa?
Oh, that's, who's that?
Dog.
Danny Dog, sorry, Danny Dog. And just, I don't know about you, but I have a little collection. This is my little bag of all leftover stickers. Stickers that you get in magazines, sticker pack. I've even got Easter stickers in here. It's handy just holding on to stickers. Kids love stickers, and it's the kind of thing that you can add to activities like this. And I always have in little packs of these like little dotty stickers. They're always handy just to add to activities. And just by, you know, we've even got Paw Patrol ones. You can put Paw Patrol, anything that your kid's interested in, pop them on. The scissors are called Easy Grip. Easy Grip. Easy grip scissors. If you put them in, I think you get red or blue. There's just two colours. And the only word of warning is if you have more than one pack of these scissors. Can I just show the scissors again? You're doing really well. Good job. You've got to stand it up. Can I just show you scissors? The only thing, if you've got more than one pair of these scissors, just watch that your little one doesn't snip this, because I know it's really tempting to cut it and cut the loop, but once that's cut, they won't work anymore. And lots of schools, I always used to be having to replace them because they want to cut that bit. That's all right, don't worry. I say things fast, don't I? So that's all right. I'll post about them afterwards anyway to help you out. So that's it for today, guys. So yeah, just an idea of just doing some really simple activities, lots and lots of cutting is really great, particularly if your little one is going to be starting school soon. It's a nice activity just to get them confident with using scissors, because they're bound to be using scissors at school. And having something like a little tray like this, Mason could come and do a little bit of cutting as and when he feels like it. Just watch out for the rest of your stuff. Have all important documents cut away, passports, that sort of thing. And paper, like I said, paper, rolling out Play-Doh and then chopping up Play-Doh is really lovely as well. And like I said, cook noodles, cook spaghetti, get them chopping those, and it's all really great for strengthening their hand muscles. Someone's just asking about left-handed scissors. I believe, I don't know for definite, but I believe that the Easy Grip will work for both left and right-handed scissors. You may have to check that. If you realise on that.
Your card.
Thank you.
And a post office. I got a post office. Can you go and help with it?
Yes, please. Thank you. It looks like we're going to be playing post offices now. So I would say that if your little one relies on his left hand, that's fine. If you can encourage him to use both, that's brilliant, just to develop the muscles in it. Particularly lots of riding a trike, lots of Play-Doh, that sort of thing. Even if he uses scissors with one hand, perhaps get him using Play-Doh and stuff, so you're still strengthening the muscles in the other hand. But yeah, I believe, you might have to check, but I believe that the Easy Grip scissors work for both left and right, but I don't know that for definite, so please read up on it if not.
These are sharp.
They're very sharp, so we have to say be careful.
Be careful.
All right, we're going to finish there then, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. What age do you introduce scissors to little ones? Again, that's really tricky.
Just again.
Can you just wait, because Mum's talking?
And just then again.
Okay, thank you. It's really tricky because...
It's really tricky because it's interesting.
It is interesting, and Mummy's just got to say this, okay? It just depends on the ability of your child. So what I would do, if you're not sure when to introduce them, definitely over one, is next time you're playing with Play-Doh, have some of the simple scissors nearby, and just, it's more the how they're using the hands and how confident they are and how able they are to use with their scissors. So it's really hard to put a number on it. But have some Play-Doh out, have something like that, and just see how they get on. If you're finding that they're wanting to use tools, you've been doing lots of hammering, you've been lots of using things like pegs and all that sort of stuff, that's then a really good time. If they're able to use pegs and things, that's a really good time to introduce scissors. So I hope that helps, but it's really hard to put an age on it, sorry. That's a lovely truck. All right, we're going to finish there. Now then, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Let me know if you get on and you do any scissor skills today. And if you do purchase the Easy Grip, what you think of them, it'd be lovely to hear. It is a lovely truck, thank you. All right, thank you very much for joining us. We will see you soon. Thank you, YouTube, for joining us today. Hopefully we'll be a bit slicker than next time. Bit slicker. Right, thank you guys. Have a lovely day. Please send in your fan mail and we will see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye. Hiccups. I don't know how to end this one. Finish.